Today, I want us to have a heart-to-heart conversation. Not the kind where I give you cliches and you nod politely while scrolling on your phone, but the kind of talk that makes you pause, laugh a little, maybe wince in recognition, and hopefully walk away lighter, wiser, and stronger. The topic, the people we allow into our lives. Think about it. Life is too short to spend it surrounded by people who drain you, doubt you, or disguise themselves as friends while quietly pulling you down. Relationships are like mirrors. They reflect back the quality of the life you're living. Some people inspire you, fuel your fire, and clap the loudest when you win. Others, well, they act like a slow leak in your tire. You don't notice it at first, but give it enough time and you're stranded on the side of the road wondering how you got there. So today, let's explore 5 kinds of people you should lovingly, but firmly, cut out of your life. Not out of anger, not out of revenge, but out of self-respect. Grab your coffee, settle in. Let's dive deep. 1. The competitor. Competition can be healthy. Let's be honest. None of us would survive the gym without that one person on the treadmill next to us who keeps raising the speed. But here's the thing. There's a difference between someone who pushes you higher and someone who pushes you down. The competitor we're talking about doesn't clap for your wins. If you get promoted, they'll remind you that they got one first with a bigger raise. If you share a personal victory, they'll hijack the conversation and somehow make it about their bigger, better moment. And here's the dangerous part. Being around them can trick you into thinking life is a race, but it's not. Who told you it was? You're not here to outrun your friends, your coworkers, or even your siblings. You're here to run your own race. To wake up every day and ask, am I better than I was yesterday? That's the only scoreboard that matters. So let go of the competitor, not because you don't care about them, but because you care about your peace. Surround yourself with people who celebrate your victories as if they were their own. Because real friends don't keep score, they throw confetti. 2. The user. We all know this person. The one whose name popping up on your phone makes you sigh because you already know they want something. Hey, can you help me move? Hey, can I borrow some money until payday? Hey, can you talk? I need advice. And of course you help, because you're kind. But here's the test. When you need them, are they there? Or do they suddenly go missing, like Wi-Fi in the middle of an important Zoom call? The user's relationships are always one-sided. You give, they take. And listen, it's not wrong to help people. Generosity is one of the most beautiful things about being human. But there's a difference between helping someone and being used. Ask yourself, do I leave this relationship feeling valued, or do I leave it feeling like a drained phone battery at 2%? Cutting ties with a user isn't selfish, it's smart. Because the people who truly love you don't just want what you can do for them, they want you. 3. The blamer. The blamer. This is the person who treats responsibility like it's a hot potato, never holding on to it long enough to actually own it. Late to work? Traffic. Failed a test? Unfair teacher. Lost a job? Boss was toxic. And sooner or later, guess who they'll blame? You. Being around a blamer makes you doubt yourself. Suddenly you're apologizing for things you didn't do, carrying guilt that doesn't belong to you. It's like being in a relationship where you're constantly the villain in someone else's story. Here's the truth. Growth starts with accountability. We all mess up. I mean, who hasn't? But owning mistakes, learning from them, and moving forward is how we get better. So if someone in your life refuses to take responsibility and keeps pointing the finger everywhere but at themselves, it might be time to reevaluate. Because life is too short to spend it carrying someone else's excuses. 4. The complainer. Yes, the complainer. You know exactly who I'm talking about. The one who doesn't just see the glass as half empty, but also cracked, leaking, and probably filled with the wrong drink anyway. To them, the weather is either too hot, too cold, or too unpredictable. Their boss is unreasonable, their friends are unreliable, and don't even get them started on traffic. Spend enough time with them and you'll start wondering, is there anything in their world that's actually okay? At first you may try to help. Maybe you offer solutions, or play cheerleader by pointing out silver linings. At least you have a job. At least the sun is shining. But have you noticed? It never works. Because complaining isn't about solving, it's about feeding negativity. And the more you feed it, the hungrier it gets. Here's the danger. Negativity is contagious. Just like laughter spreads, so does complaining. Spend long enough around a complainer, and suddenly you're the one grumbling about the weather, your boss, or the price of gas. Before you know it, you're both sitting there trading problems like baseball cards. Nobody wins. But life isn't meant to be a running commentary of everything that's wrong. It's meant to be lived. Challenges, yes, they'll come, but so will beauty, opportunities, and joy. Complaining is like turning down the brightness on your own screen. You don't get rid of the darkness, you just stop seeing the light. So here's the question. Do you want to spend your life surrounded by people who magnify problems, or people who magnify possibilities? Letting go of a complainer doesn't mean you stop caring about them. It simply means you start caring about yourself enough to protect your peace. Choose companions who spark gratitude, optimism, and action, because those are the people who will lift you up instead of dragging you down into the mud of constant misery. 5. The abuser. And now the hardest one of all, the abuser. This is the person whose presence in your life doesn't just make you uncomfortable but unsafe. And while it's the most painful relationship to leave, it's also the most necessary. Abuse comes in many forms: physical, emotional, verbal, psychological. But regardless of the form, the impact is the same. It tears down your spirit. An abuser thrives on control. They belittle you, manipulate you, and chip away at your confidence until you start questioning your own worth. And the most dangerous part, sometimes they disguise it as love or concern. Maybe they say, "I'm only pointing this out because I care about you," or "You're lucky I put up with you." Those words aren't love, they're shackles. Here's the truth you need to hold on to. No one has the right to abuse you. Not your partner, not a family member, not a friend, not anyone. You are worthy of respect. You are worthy of kindness. You are worthy of love that builds you up, not tears you down. Walking away from an abuser takes tremendous courage. It can feel terrifying, but it is also one of the most powerful acts of self-love you can ever take. And you don't have to do it alone. Seek support from trusted friends, family, or professionals. There are people who will walk with you through that storm until you find safety, healing, and peace on the other side. Because once you release the abuser, you open space for people who will treat you as you deserve to be treated, with dignity, respect, and genuine love. Final reflection. So here's the real question. When you look at the relationships in your life, are the people around you lifting you up or pulling you down? Are they helping you grow or keeping you stuck in the same place? Life is too precious to waste on relationships that drain you, use you, or hurt you. You are the architect of your own story. You decide who gets a seat at your table. So choose wisely. Choose people who celebrate your victories, challenge you to grow, and make you laugh until your sides hurt. Choose people who see your worth, even on the days you forget it yourself. Because at the end of the day, life isn't about how many people you have around you. It's about having the right people around you. And let me remind you of this. You deserve joy, you deserve peace, and you deserve love that feels like home. Thank you for joining me on this important journey. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe to I Am Possible Motivation. Let's build a community of growth, empowerment, and positivity together. Until next time, remember you deserve a life filled with love, respect, and joy. Keep shining, keep growing, and keep moving forward.